So, I'm an inept dude. I'm not that bright, I guess. Uh, you know, there's a lot of dumb people out there. People will literally believe anything, prepare in any way. You know, you're allowed to have your guns. There's nothing wrong with that. But it seems a little, you know, you know the feeling you get when somebody open carries. That's kind of creepy. It's kind of larpy. Makes you, they're showing off, obviously. But who am I to say I am terrified of guns? I would never touch one, I think. You know, I've never had gun issues happen to me. It's mostly been knives, ironically enough. I've always been attacked by knives. Or just never, not really gun. Okay, I've been shot by BB guns, but that's a different thing, I think. I feel like uh, the dynamic and safety respects of a BB gun, like a handheld, not like a big uh, rifle looking thing, just a plastic see through thing. I feel like the the dynamic and safety respects would be different. I'm using wrong terminology, I know, but I'm just I don't think he would be waving it around if it was a real gun. But anyways, you know, I think most people could say they're gullible in some way. Uh, there's a lot of people who fall down pipelines, and I've never been raised on any politics, uh, specifically. I do Christmas like most people, you know, but I've never been told to think a specific way. Mm, You know, raised by a single mom, I guess there wasn't that much strictness. I can't say women aren't strict because there are like Christian fucking moms out there who are god warriors, I guess. But anyways, um yeah, I think she did well aside from me feeling rather inept, but that's not her fault. But my point is that there are way worse people out there, I feel like, who fall into pipelines way more inept and strangely gullible like than me, I think. you know I, you know you know what, if I was an incel, that would be way worse, okay? But luckily I've been married for like years, like almost 10 years, so it's pretty good. you know Nothing wrong with that. um oh right, yeah. you know People will say the stupidest shit. Like, they talk about black on black crime, but white on white crimes happening all the time, including school shootings that are mostly happening with white kids, actually, for some reason. There's a lot of different socialized issues out there, so nothing is really that inherent, but I think school shootings in different versions of America have been happening since like 1770 something. Dude, people will blame guns, and I would totally love to blame guns and be like, look at all these school shootings that have been happening for like hundreds of years. But like, no. I mean, you really can't do that because like education was different at the time, and like different people are here now. You can't judge them for all their past sins, fucking A, man. Uh, you know, Before Obama, my friend almost took me down a pipeline. Back in the day, me and my friends had like this vampire phase, and it was all fun and games. It was weird. It was cringy, obviously, but for some reason, politics got involved, and I wasn't aware of anything. Like, I wasn't. I, I could have fell for some crazy shit, but it just made me uncomfortable. But anyways, before Obama, my friend would uh, have us prepare for the FEMA camps. You remember that shit that people would fearmonger with, like the Obama FEMA camps, and there was this. He took us running, jumping over like hills and stuff at a transfer station, you know, as if we could like physically prepare for something like that. That's fucking hilarious. Um, yeah, and it would just be like annoying physical work that I thought was cool and interesting at the time because like, ooh, yeah, sure, I'll fight for you because at the time I was relatively believe gullible and willing to follow this dude who I'm still friends with now, but and he questions that I'm not as gullible as I used to be. But anyways, back before Obama was president, and aside from this like physical workout routine we did, you know, like running and such, he showed me this creepy video um where it was like an altered voice, like it might have been an anonymous video, but I don't want to say that because I have kind of respect for them a little bit. But anyways, it was like a helicopter view over like white shelters, like gated and such in like this barren area. It really looked sketchy and the voice modulation was really weird. It was very, very like that's the most propaganda I've ever been fed, like by anyone, I think. You know, besides whatever I was indoctrinated into, like, you know, whatever masculinity traits I have and such like that. But yeah, dude. And then after those things, after the physical thing, which, and then the video, there was like this supposed group, vampire group he showed me, he brought to his house to show me to get into, that were talking about like, hey, go to WikiLeaks and look at this and like do research on this. And it was the most sketchiest shit fucking ever. Like, I was almost doing it because it was interesting, but I didn't know what I was doing, what I was looking for, and I was just told to like look for anything, just, you know, like I don't think I was told to do anything specific. And you know what? I think I was meant to just let it sink in and like indoctrinate myself, you know? Like it wasn't meant for them to teach me. It was meant for me to assume what was going on. And I think that was the trap that was being laid upon me. It was one of the first political chapters in my life that I think I escaped out of. Okay? Cringy white dude vampire shit mixed with, hey, go on WikiLeaks. And you know, for a bit, I did watch Alex Jones, but not like, not religiously or anything, but a little bit. I thought he was funny, and it's possible what he said was true. Um, I don't think I really took what he said that seriously because I hate screaming dudes. I can't stand that shit. That is, you got to get your point across by screaming. Now, I'm probably biased because I probably have listened to screaming people before, and was like, yeah, good point. But yeah, I'll be back.